Everyone, this is Lola with LolaRist.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And why does it say stars are received? Oops. Hey, there we are again. I don't know what I did, but I did something, it changed it, but I got rid of something else that I had on there. So anyhow, here I go. I'm going to share a new card fun fold that I've been seeing, and I know some of you have. But it takes me a minute to get my Facebook up, so give me a second there. I always said Facebook changes everything. It's just as bad as Walmart when you go in the store and they change everything from one location to another. It's supposed to make everything more streamlined. I find it very confusing. But anyhow, there we are. Let me see if I can get this to boost up. Come. Every time you change anything, it changes up. Good morning, Jonna. Morning, Ann. Nice to have you with us. Jonna will be on live tonight with us on our group page, Ann, and I think maybe your numbers were written down. I have to go down the list today and get all those numbers copied off. So we're going to play our fast bingo after, and I have no clue what I'm doing. John, you're in charge, girlfriend, helping us get this figured out. So not big prizes because I don't know that I'll mess it up. Hey, Tina, nice to have you with us. Morning, Chris. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get us started here. Give me a second to turn. Pull this forward. Oops, just a second. I know I'm making you dizzy. Sorry about that. Okay, so sorry about that. All right, so if you have not gotten your new catalog, we have people that have already been picking up yesterday. There have been people that have been calling. And I've had some list of people that I'm to mail catalogs out to, hoping to get that done tomorrow. Maybe Thursday morning, but it will get done this week for the ones to get mailed. Here's the new catalog. We can't open it, but it's so cool. It is so cool. And I want to tell you, I have some things that are starting to come. My big order is still there because somebody ordered way too much. But anyhow, all of my first small order is here with the colors because I wanted those before we take off for Florida. And I want you to see these. Is this not a beautiful color palette right there? Look at that. Those are gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So we have fresh freesia, pecan pie, which is it's very similar to soft suede, but it's got a little more, I don't know, maybe pinkish. I don't know. It's just a brighter one. Of course, Misty Moonlight was one of my all-time favorites. I still have that stamp ink pad because I was not getting rid of that thing. Then you have Lost Lagoon. Nope, Pretty Peacock, another favorite. So were two right there. This one here is Lemon Lolly, and I'm anxious to stamp that. I have never been a fan of So Saffron, and Daffodil Delight is just okay for me. So you will find me not using them as often, or like when it was time to use the Daffodil Delight blend, I actually had a Mango Melody blend that I loved better, and I used it because I wanted brighter, but I'm excited about this color. Then we have Berry Burst, which again, that one is still in my cubbies in there. And what is this? This one here is Blueberry Bushel, another one that's in my cubbies. Then we have Lost Lagoon. I have that one. And I wanted a new pink, and we have it, and I love this. Blushing Bride always looked dirty to me. It had I don't know. I didn't like it. I didn't mind using the paper, but I didn't like the ink. It looked muddy and murky, and I didn't like it. It got better as it dried. It improved. But this one here, oh my goodness, Bubble Bath. Love it. And Azure Afternoon. And another favorite of mine, Lemon Lime Twist. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are returning, 6 that are returning that are favorites that I loved as in colors that we lost. So I'm excited about it. Some of you may have that in your arsenal. And then we get this pretty pink. We get this pretty yellow. We are getting Fresh Freesia staying here from this year. And then we get this pretty pecan. So I think you're going to be excited over these colors. When I opened that up and I saw that, I thought, okay, now I'm excited. Now I'm excited. Yes, I'm excited for Bubble Bath too. Love that. Look back. Let's just try it. I want to see what the marker comes out to be. Oh, look at that. It's a pretty soft pink. I love it. So much better than the other colors. All right. Morning, Rosemary. Nice to have you with us. So we're just going over our color swatches here. There is a way that you can purchase the new colors when they come out. They usually have a bundle for the new colors, so you're not having to buy all new Write markers. And hi, Mary. Hi, Jamie. There is also a bundle that you can usually buy just the ink pads, so you're not having to buy everything. You know, of course, ink pads you can buy individually. But anyhow, you're going to love these colors, people. Going to love them. All right, so let's go on. Let's look at today's card. Today's card is one that I saw a friend of mine do, Corinne Braxton. Corinne is from Montana, and we met Corinne in Michigan at one of Rhonda Wade's retreats. Good morning, Annette. Nice to have you. She's just a joy to be around. Corinne is such a joy. Met Bonnie Alexander and Joey Hartman, and reconnected with them again in New Orleans. I'll see them all again next month on the cruise to Norway. And this was one that Corinne shared. I just literally just took this one right off of her page. This is that beautiful paper. And I don't know, is that still in, people? This paper? And I don't remember the name of it. I'm getting to where I can't remember all the names. There's so much new stuff coming out. I think this paper maybe still is in. But she used, I don't know, maybe she used Starry Sky. I went with Orchid Oasis, and I changed it up. But I'm going to show you how to make it. It is a cool card that it has a sliding mechanism that comes up and slides off, and then you can open the card. Okay? So, I'm not very good at getting this back on, but I will try. So I'm going to slide it in here, and I'm going to show you how to make this today. Don't worry about trying to write down your measurements. I wrote them down for you on a PDF. And it will be posted on my blog here in a little bit. So here we go. Let's start. We're going to switch it out, and we're going to use the Seaside Bay, and we're going to use Happy Labels. Yay, both of these are returning next year, so they are in the new catalog, which is a great thing. What is not in the catalog is this awesome paper, which is by the Bay Designer Series paper. And I don't know if you found that or not. It's a beautiful paper that has iridescent. Can you see? When I turn it, can you see how it has almost like mother of pearl right there? Yeah. And there's some more of it with the mother of pearl. But it has beautiful papers that are good for gals and guys, not just guys. Not just guys can use this, all right? It has, the color scheme has mint macaron in it, which obviously is going out. And a lot of those have already disappeared. the ink pads and ink refillers and stuff. But this has Balmy Blue, Coastal Cabana, Mint Macaron, Night of Navy, Petal Pink, Pool Party, and Sahara Sand. So the only two colors that are going out is Mint Macaron and Sahara Sand. And if you don't have any Mint Macaron, just reach out to me because I think I have like 18 packets of it. Not quite, but I have gobs. So we're going to start with this. And this is an 8.5 by 5.5, but we're going to score it. Now you can do this so that the scoring comes right down the middle and the slider is in the middle of the card. But I really liked when Corinne offset this one. So I'm going to offset this one too. And I will tell you, let me get my measurements here. I am scored, this one is at 1.5 inches. And this one here is at 5 3/4 inches. Okay. I'm going to go on ahead and I'm going to fold it in. But I'm going to try not to press down yet and crease because I don't want them to overlap. With this mechanism, you don't want them to be overlapping, but you also don't want them to not meet. So now that I've got them in here in a pretty good spot, I'm going to go on ahead and crease. Increase. Okay. So I have a good open area here that those can go in. Really and truly, the card goes together really, really fast. So I'm going to start with a piece of DSP that is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Especially at this time of the year, we get to where we are running low, trying to get rid of things. DSP, this is a nice way to decorate the inside of the card as well. Okay. And I use the one that's got that mother of pearl showing. And then my white is going to be smaller because I want more of that DSP to show. Normally I would have it like this. You know, just 1/8 of a difference. But this time it has more, so it shows more of that inside. And this one, I believe, is 5 by 3 3/4. But again, don't worry about it. It's going to be on my blog here about 30 minutes after we get this card made. I have to edit the picture and upload it. Okay. So I'm just going to take the By the Bay or Seaside Bay, that stamp. I really like these little stamps. And I've done this once before, but in case you missed it, I take the blender pen. And you know, we always think that the blender pen has to have the actual ink pad with it. It doesn't. As long as you're fairly fresh, you can come in and you can start lifting and pulling that ink out and just kind of filling in and rounding it out to give dimension and depth to that. Can you see the difference that made in that stamp, in that? See how much bolder it looks? Same thing. Let's do this one. You'll really tell it on this one. It's got the blue, and because of the liquid that's in the blender pen, it will activate that ink just enough that it will keep it moving. Okay? And to clean your blender pens, just put them off to the side, scrub a little bit, and you will get the color gone. Okay? All right. So there it is. Let's go on ahead and put this one down. I'm getting better at using this stamp and seal. I say that and then I just screwed up. Oh, well, that is called life. I kind of can roll with life better than I used to. What are you going to do? You make a mess, make a mistake. Think about last week. Oh, my goodness. I was a hot mess last week on my Facebook Live. Here we go. All right, so there's the inside of my card. Now, let's get our mats on there. I have a map that is 5 3/8 by 2 5/8. And I'm going to put that on here, right here. You know me, I like my maps. And then I'm going to use the 5 1/4 by 2 1/2. And I'm going to go on ahead and use the side that's got the seashells on it, just to carry the theme over. All right, and we're going to go the same over on this side. And this one is 5 3/8 by 1 3/8. So if you're not sure what I'm doing when I come over to the side, if I have problems with my Stampin' Seal, I keep an acrylic mat close by. And if I just go over and rub it just a hair, it will advance it enough that I can keep it moving. So it's just a little trick a lot of people have had over the years. They've discovered in the last couple of years of using the Stampin' Seal. I really preferred the Tombow, but hard to find. And it's not as sticky. I will tell you, it is not as sticky. So it's just kind of have to work with it. And I'm getting better, and then I say that, and then here it screws up. It is what it is. All right, so we're gonna put it here. And then we're gonna put this piece on top. And then we're going to work on the mechanism, because the mechanism is the part that is the trick to this. We did this card in my techniques class last week. Something different. That group keeps me, they keep me hopping, because I'm always trying to come up with something different. And we had some fun projects last week. We've never done salted watercolor images. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. So there's this. Okay. Set this off to the side. And now let's go with our mechanism. So you're going to need 2. Good morning, Tina. Nice to have you with us. You're going to need 2 2x2 Night of Navies. And you're going to need 2 basic whites that are also 2x2. And I scored it in the middle at 1 inch, okay? That is a very important key to this. So I'm gonna fold them, and I'm gonna take my bone folder and crease it. And I'm gonna do the same with this one. Oh, I tell you what, the salted watercoloring was awesome. I saw that with Patty Bennett. Oh my gosh, guys, you gotta try it. It's awesome. All right, so let's go from there. And let's take, I have a white piece here that is actually a stitched square. I think it's from Stylish Shapes, okay? And I'm gonna go on ahead and I'm gonna stamp them right now with my Night of Navy, and I'm gonna put those shells on here, just like that. I kind of hung it over to the side because I'm gonna put grass over here. So let me get my glue. Good morning, Margaret. Nice to have you with us from North Carolina. It's always nice. I love finding out where everybody's coming here from. Anne, aren't you in, I want to say, Anne, that you're maybe in the east of us. I know John is here and Tina's here in Missouri. I wish I could remember where everybody's from. Okay, and I'm going to do this one. And I'm going to put a little bit. Vermont. I thought you were from the East. Okay. Mary, you're from Kansas, I believe. I can't even remember who all's here with me. So give me a shout out where you're here from. Tell us where you're here from. Okay, so we've got those. And I went on ahead and instead I am going to go on ahead and use my blender pen, but I also stamped some of my shells again. So again, just coming in here, just kind of rounding it out, pulling in where the shading is along the edges, kind of gives the appearance of it actually being 3D. All right, and we're going to use a greeting that is from Happy Labels because a lot of times I go with a more generic greeting. I may say White City, Kansas. Yes, I knew it was Kansas. I like to use generic greetings because I might need this for a get well. I might need this from, we got a Maryland too. We got another one. I might need it for a get well. I might need it for a thinking of you, sympathy, it works. I don't always limit it to just birthday. I'm more apt to use generic greetings, okay? All right, so let's go now with our mechanism. So we've got everything we need for the mechanism. We have the front piece. We have the outside line piece. And we have, oh, that's right. Annette is with us. She's from Wisconsin, but she's out in Arizona wintering. Much nicer weather out there, I think, Annette. Then these are the actual part that makes the mechanism. And to make it, you want them to be so that the fold meets in the middle. Let me pull that down again. All right. So they're going to fold, and you want the folds to meet in the middle. So I'm going to go on ahead, and I'm going to put some glue on here on one of my squares. And I'm going to go on ahead and go all the way across with that. Okay. And I'm going to start one here. And then the other one will be here. And remember, the fold is in the middle. Okay. Are you around Phoenix right now, Annette? So there it is. That's the first part of it. Now let's go on ahead and let's do the next one. I know Jonna has been to Nashville recently, and Tina was in New Orleans recently. So it's just kind of nice to be able to travel, isn't it? I don't know next week if I'll be here or not. We are, when I say here, I mean on the video, because we are heading to Florida end of this week for a week. And I'm going to have to see if I can find somebody who can help me video, which she'll be there. A good friend of mine will be there to help us vacation there and enjoy the time together. And she will video, but I just got to talk her into it. Could be interesting. Okay, so there's your mechanism, people. There it is. You have the fold, and the fold is the part that actually is the sliding mechanism of it, okay? The other thing you want to be very careful and cautious with is to make sure when you go to put this on that you get it so that it aligns right in the front so that the folds open on the side. Does that make sense? Because you do this and you're going to be sliding it on this way because it's still going to slide only one way. So make sure that everything matches right. All right. We are not too far from being done. So let's get this on. At first I thought, oh, my white squares might be overlapping over the navy, or when I did it with the other girls last week. Really, it's no biggie. If you see an edge of the white, you can trim it off. Like there's a little bit of white there. I don't know if you can see it, but if I hold it here, you can. See it? I'm not worried about that. It's hidden. It's hidden. So why would you worry about that? Okay. So let's go this route. Let's make sure we do it this way so we really get it centered. Make sure it opens on the sides, which it does. I'm just going to press that on. 90 degrees. It's supposed to be 80 this week, ladies, in Missouri. We're getting warmer weather too. So I know Doris is usually with us. I don't think she's here today, but she's usually here. She posted it was supposed to be beautiful up in Iowa. So we're all getting blessed. All right. So now let's put this on. And this is a little tricky one at first because you don't want to open it so wide that it slides too easy, because then it'll slide off. So you just kind of start one side and start the other. Got one going here, but I got to get this one here. There it goes. Okay. As you move it, it will move and work around and make it easier to go. Just a second. There it slides. I just didn't want to bend it. Okay. All right. There it is. And I also made some of these and I ran them off with the seashells. I just ran off the image. So I'm going to go on ahead and put this on with a piece of dimensional, and we're done. So you need to give this a little bit of a try. See if you like this fun fold. Play with it. The more you slide it, the easier it is. So you might want to slide it 2 or 3 times before you actually mail it. Okay. I'm just going to put that there. And I'm going to do one more over here. Because this little one's covered, I'm going to put him on there. And now I'm going to take this after I've done that, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to score it one more time, folding it with my, not score it, but crease it one more time so that it lays a little better. It's that middle fold, and it really, you have to wait until you can actually get it together to slide it up and down. Okay, so there it is, guys. There's my card for the day. Oh yes, you could. Rosemary said you could put a really cute photo on the slide. You could do a photo on the slide easily. You could do all sorts of things. Jonna, you said mine always curls, so I think next time I'll trim to 1/16 of an inch. I don't know what it is, Jonna, that curls. I gotta, let me see if I can go back up here to the comment. Thanks, ladies. Mine always curls. So I think next time I'll trim 1/16 off. Are you talking about this, Jonna? I'm not sure where you're talking about, but anyhow, that's it. We slide it out. The more you move it, the more easy it is to put on and off. And there's your card for the day. Hope you enjoyed it. Go to LolaRisk.com and you can print off a PDF of all of the your measurements and things like that. And until next time, guys, have a great one. Enjoy this beautiful weather wherever you're located at. And I want to tell you, thank you so much for coming and being with me. It really means a lot to me. You know, when I first started doing these a couple of years ago, this is outside my comfort level. And I'm a talker, but not, I'm sitting here in my house talking to myself. Now think about that. That's kind of weird. But anyhow, it is so nice to see your comments. It's so nice to see you. And every time you click on me on Facebook, it helps my business. It truly does. Facebook analytics are so important, and they are so key to getting noticing and getting my name out there. So thank you. God bless. Have a great one, and we'll see tomorrow night. Jonna will be with us to share with you a fun fold that she has enjoyed making multiple cards of, and she will help us with speed bingo. Don't forget, if you have already put speed bingo in with your numbers, go in, make sure you've got your numbers, because I'm going to take them straight off of what you posted me. So make sure you got those numbers. All right, take care. God bless. Bye-bye.